What's up, you guys? Today, we're heading to the Surrey Food Truck Wars to go eat some food. And then we're gonna come back. I wanna give the bike a wash. I gotta go pick up some supplies for that. So it's gonna be a fun little day, and I don't know, maybe we're gonna go get some ice cream too after, because it's a beautiful day. Like, the sun's out finally for the first time on a weekend, so I definitely want to get out and do some riding today and enjoy this beautiful weather. So let's get into today's video. We got the bike parked. Let's get inside and go eat some food. Definitely gonna have to get a beaver tail later. Grilled cheese sandwiches, Jamaican. Dim sum, potato potatoes. These guys are at every event. The mini donut truck. These guys also out at the P&E every year. Corn dogs. Ooh, I love a good corn dog. Taco nori, some sushi tacos. Sounds pretty good. mac and cheese. So there's 2 mac and cheese trucks I see. Okay, I think I made up my mind. We're gonna get some barbecue. We're gonna go to Truckin' Barbecue. I haven't tried this barbecue place yet, so I'll give this one a try. Let's get some beef brisket poutine. That's a good breakfast, right?
Oh, absolutely. Recommend. Breakfast of champions, if you ask me.
If there was a fried egg on top, it would be like...
That would make it.
Yeah.
Here you go, enjoy.
Awesome, thank you.
So much.
Oh, look at that. That looks delicious. Now, go find a spot to sit. Well, I was thinking of a beaver tail, but now I'm kind of craving ice cream, so I think I might get ice cream instead. It's kind of hot out, and I figured something cool me down a little bit before we start riding again. So I think I'm gonna go find some ice cream. Get a single scoop of the Cookie Monster on a waffle cone. Yeah, this Cookie Monster ice cream is delicious. Perfect thing to wash down some brisket poutine. Now we're gonna make my way back to my bike, and then I'm gonna stop by Canadian Tire or Home Depot and pick up a couple things, and then I'm gonna go for a little ride, a little cruise, and then head back home. And I want to give my bike a wash and test out some new products I bought. So. These are them. Up to 2300 PSI, that's what mine is, so that should work perfect. This is what I bought for my hose, was the foam blaster from Chemical Guys. But I might upgrade to this if this doesn't work for the soaker tip. So we'll see. We're gonna go home and give it a test. Alright, I got my pressure washer nozzles. Hopefully this is going to work out as planned. If not, I can always use these tips for other stuff that I'm doing around my house. So I'm going to head home and give this a try. So I got home, I set up the pressure washer. I realized those pressure nozzles are actually for an electric pressure washer, not a gas one, but the size seems to be the same according to the chart that I read. I hope I read it right, but all I really needed was the soaker tip, but ran into a different problem, and the pressure washer is leaking from the bottom, and when I hook the soaker tip up, it's not picking up the soap. When I have this submerged, it's not picking anything up. So gonna have to wash the bike the old-fashioned way. That's okay. This was worth a try. Maybe I gotta get a new pressure washer because this pump is leaking, so I don't know how much life it has left in it, but yeah, that's the state of the nation today. But we got the bike washed, and I'll show you what I do. But I'll have to figure something out another time for this pressure washer. Since the pressure washer isn't working how I planned, I'm not going to bother using it to wash the bike today. So I'm just going to go through what I use with my hose. I have a hose attachment for the foam cannon for my hose, but the pressure's not great, so I don't think it quite works as well as it should. But basically what you do is you fill up the soap to this little line right here, and then you fill up the rest with water, and then you spray down the bike. So I'm going to fill this up and spray down the bike. Well, that was a big camera fail on my part. I talked to the camera without the camera recording. Didn't realize it wasn't recording. Sprayed down my bike with the water cannon. So yeah, I'm gonna go through this again because, yeah. So when I filled this up, you fill up to, there's a little soap line right here on the bottle. Fill it up full of soap, then fill the rest up with water, attach it to your hose, and give your bike a spray down. I already gave the bike a spray down already, completely talking to the camera and not realizing it wasn't recording. So I'll just show you guys here again what I did. Went around the whole bike. Now the foam cannon bottle is actually meant for a car, so you actually get quite a bit from this bottle to do one motorbike. You could almost probably do 2 or 3 bikes with one bottle. So yeah, that's how we do it. Then I like to let it sit for about a minute or so, just to let the soap suds and all the degreaser stuff do their work to help break down some of that grease and oil on the bike. And once that's done, we're going to give it a scrub. Now that we got the bike all soaked, I like to just start at the top, kind of work my way down. I like to do all the dirty stuff last. Get all the paint work around the engine. Re-dip your water. Give it a quick little rinse. Some people use a 2-bucket system, but I don't really bother with the 2-bucket system. You have your soap bucket and then a rinsing bucket, so you can kind of keep a lot of the dirt and contaminants out of your water. One thing I also forgot to mention is when you're washing your bike, you want to do it in the shade so you're not in the sun and having the sun dry out your soap on your bike and giving you staining and water spots, because come on, we don't want stain or water stains and water marks on our bike. We want it to be clean and spotless, right? That's the whole point. So give everything a good little scrub. It's always tough to get in between the windshield sometimes, so I just like to feed it through and the hole and give it a good little scrub. Now I've got the headlight guard, so I'm going to pop this down, clean in behind, and then pop it off there, and here. Pop this off completely so I can actually get to the actual headlight. Give that a little scrub. And we'll go ahead and clean the back of this, the front. We'll pop it back on. There we go. Pop that back up, like so. Now we've done the top part. Now it's time to do the lower. Give this a good rinse. Cleaning the drive shaft's always the tough part on this bike, 'cause it's got all these weird little spots, and it's kind of hard to get underneath everything. Ow. Push the center stand down to get underneath the bottom of the drive shaft cover. Slowly work my way around everything. Need to get a drink of water. All right. Now, got everything washed. Give everything a rinse. So just realized I missed the back of this, of the box. Go. That little. Now when I rinse, I like to mist everything so that you're not putting too much pressure, especially around the box, the top boxes and side cases, because they're not really waterproof, so you don't want to push too much water inside if you use too much pressure around the seals. So that's why misting, I find it doesn't seem to want to penetrate as deep. And when you're spraying around like where your TFT is and your navigation, you want to use light pressure and just kind of let the water kind of fall. You definitely don't want to use any kind of pressure around that area. You don't want to damage anything. And again, this is also a good opportunity when you're washing your bike to check over your bike to make sure you don't have any leaks or anything like that. So I'll make a point of when I wash any of my bikes to just check everything over as well. Okay, bike's all washed, rinsed, missed a spot. So for cleaning the wheels, I like this product from Auto Obsessed. They're a company out of Edmonton, Alberta that make their own products. And this is their premium wheel cleaner. It's safe on all types of wheels, so we're gonna give this a go on the on the wheels on the motorbike. So I like to just start in a circular motion all the way around. Get in between where the forks are. You can move your bike forward and just roll the bike forward to get that extra bit of the wheel. But I'm not going to do that today. I can work around it. But if you're looking for a good wheel cleaner, you want to just make sure that it's safe on all wheel types. You don't want to get any kind of wheel acid wheel cleaner because that'll destroy your finish on your wheels. And if you've got anodized wheels like me, you don't really want to do that. So, and also you want to do one wheel at a time. So I have two different kinds of wheel brush. This is a wheel like woolly. It's actually softer. It's good for like getting into all the little hard to reach places, and you can actually use this on mag wheels and actually get in deeper to clean behind your mag wheel. But on the bike, you can still use this to brush all the way around. So what I'm going to do is use this nylon brush to go around and give it just a light kind of scrub. And I like to start at the valve stem and then work my way around so I know where I started and where I ended. It's an easy way to know where you are. So, there's something nice, just like almost therapeutic about cleaning your bike. It's like a little zen moment for me. Yeah, so I'm probably, actually I can reach in between. I'm probably just going to roll the bike forward just to get that one little spot behind the forks. You don't have to roll it far, just like a couple of inches. And then you can get in there and now I'm going to take my wheel woolly here, give it a little mist, the wheel cleaner, and then I can come in, kind of get into the center of the hub a little bit and give that a clean as well. Ugh. And we'll also go around the wheel again with this, because this will get into also some of the spokes a little better. And with the wheel woolly, you can kind of almost do both sides of the wheel on a motorcycle at the same time. There we go. Now we can give that a rinse. We'll give the wheel woolly a rinse. Make sure we get all the any hard contaminants off. I like to give everything a good rinse down because you never know where soap could be hiding or anything like that, and you don't want to leave soap residue on your bike. Now all we got to do is the back wheel. Back wheel's always a lot more challenging because it's kind of behind a whole bunch of stuff. So this one you kind of got to move the bike around a bit. It's a little easier on the BMW because the one side is all open because it is a shaft drive. But to clean the other side of the wheel, you kind of got to roll the bike backwards and forwards. Now I start again on the valve stem. I know I did went around the outside of the tire real quick, but when I work on the wheel, just do around the valve stem. Start at the valve stem, work your way around. Okay guys, we got the bike all washed. Now it's time to dry. And I've upgraded since the last time I washed the bike. Sorry. I bought these microfiber cloths from the Rag Company. They make specific ones for drying vehicles. And these are like a twisted weave microfiber cloth, and they're super absorbent. So one of these you can dry off like the entire motorcycle. Excuse me, I need a drink of water. Wow. You can dry off the entire motorcycle with just one of these. I think this one's the 15 by 24 inch one. And yeah, these work pretty awesome for drying everything. Sorry, that didn't come out right. These work really, really well for drying off your car or your motorcycle. So when you just basically work it in a pulling action, and it doesn't leave any water spots, anything like that. Rags are both Scotland rags from the rag company. And I pretty much washed out the whole entire bike. Like I said, yeah, it works really, yeah, she's all clean. Cleaned up the stickers on the back. Got a lot of Van City Van Life stickers on my bike. I do know DJ. I was going to call him DJ Chrome. Yes, he was a DJ before. Me and him used to DJ together back in the day, and yeah, I've been kind of keeping in touch with him ever since. So, yeah, I got a few of his stickers on my bike. Time to bug out. Weirdos Unite. Weirdo Army. Off the Grid. F the Haters. Funny Face Guy. Yeah. So yeah, we're all cleaned up. I'm gonna park the bike now and clean up and go relax and clean my house now. Thanks guys for coming along on this one. Click like, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.